Hi, Abundant Life Church family and extended family. I think that one really neat side effect of all this staying at home business is that these social media posts and website posts are reaching a lot more people than would otherwise show up on a Sunday morning. So that's really exciting for me to see. Pastor Brandon asked me to share just some words of encouragement, shout out to you guys. Obviously, this is not personal, so I can't find out how you're doing right now, but I just want you to know that I'm thinking about you and praying for you guys, and we are glad to have people that we're in this together with, right? One thing that I have been really mindful of in the last couple of weeks here of social distancing and closer and closer to quarantine conditions is just the idea that God is really getting our attention with giving us the opportunity to focus on and really choose what is most important to us in life. And I don't in any way want to minimize the anything about coronavirus, whatever, but I am hopeful that this season will actually last long enough that we will really establish new habits and that we'll really get it worked into our heart, what we value, what we prioritize, who we trust in. And I'm thankful for that opportunity, and I don't want to waste this time. Something that I've been aware of is that I have a pile of kids and therefore less time than usual to sort of, I guess, go after my own pursuits, so to speak, or, even if that's clean the house, whatever. And that is okay, and that's good. And I am really, really working, putting my effort and putting my prayers into relearning how to be a family, relearning how to love my home. Just taking advantage of this opportunity to really focus on family and home. I know that some of you don't have a pile of kids at home with you. Some of you are totally fine with that, and some of you are sad about that. And this looks different for every person that's walking through this. And I want to encourage you with whatever you're able to put your hands to during this time, that you're intentional about it, that you are able to reach inward and reach upward and reach outward as you kind of figure out a new normal for a while. And like I said, I really do hope that it's a normal that affects our day-to-day lives for the long haul. I have been reading through John chapter 16. Brandon actually referenced this right towards the end of Sunday's sermon, and it's one of my favorite verses right here at the end of John chapter 16. But I wanted to back up a little bit because there's a thing, it's obviously not talking about quarantine, but it nevertheless sounds a little bit ironic, and I just wanted to share it with you. John chapter 16, starting in verse 31. It says, Jesus answered them, "Do you now believe? Behold, the hour is coming, indeed it has come, when you will be scattered, each to his own home, and will leave me alone. Yet I am not alone, for the Father is with me. I have said these things to you, that in me you may have peace. In the world you will have tribulation, but take heart, I have overcome the world." Jesus is saying that to his disciples as he's preparing them as well as he can for the fact that he is going away, and they are not going to have him sitting at the dinner table with them anymore, and they're going to have to learn a new normal. And he says, you're going to be scattered. You'll each be in your own homes. But we can change this just a little bit to say, like, we are not alone. The Father is with us. God is with us, and God works in us, and he works through us. Jesus says, take heart. I have overcome the world. And one of my hopes and one of the things I'm really looking forward to hearing and seeing is how God works in this, and how people respond to the Lord in ways that could not have happened otherwise. They would have not slowed down enough to find out for themselves. And so this is a gift in a lot of ways that the Lord has given for us to pay attention. Be blessed. Have a great week. Again, go be intentional. Figure out what it is that you can do, who it is that you are, how the Lord sees you, and how he loves you.